Welcome. I'll be reacting to the movie Time After Time. I know absolutely nothing about it. I'm assuming it has something to do with time travel. All I can think about is that song that goes, Time After Time. It got an overwhelming number of requests and won the poll, so it's probably going to be really good. I'm excited. As always, this is not a market substitute. Please support the original. 1893, all right. Are we going to get to see Sherlock Holmes? They've got her hair kind of right. Not the feather part, but the Gibson girl.
Would you like this?
Don't trust him. He's probably Jack the Ripper or something. That's creepy.
Don't call me Jack.
Oh no, I was joking. I didn't mean actually Jack the Ripper. Oh, what an opening.
What's this great announcement you brought us all to supper for?
Have you found the cure for gravity?
Time machine?
Awfully good. Try some.
Thank you, no. Perhaps...
Is this the John Jack the Ripper?
I'm sorry to Miss Supper, but a physician's hours are not his own, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine having dinner with him?
Now, what has Herbert left?
Where are you off to?
Going abroad?
Another holiday in Scotland,
The
eh?
future.
No, I am going travelling, but I'm not leaving London.
It must be the time machine.
I am talking about travelling through time.
Yes.
In a machine constructed for that very purpose. Electric light, gentlemen. Courtesy of Thomas Edison, the modern Prometheus.
Are you Team Tesla or Team Edison? Tesla.
You've actually built the bloody thing.
I think I like the other Time Machine movies, Time Machine better, but this one is really nice. I like the red interior.
The social utopia will have come to pass. There'll be no more war, no crime, no poverty, and no disease
About
either,
that.
John. The evidence of human history is that we live in a cosmic charnel house. Mankind has not changed for 2,000 years. We hunt, we're hunted.
Disturbing truth from Jack the Ripper, alright.
I think you better have a look at this, sir.
That's Dr. Stevenson's bag.
That belongs to one of my guests.
I didn't expect him to be found out this early. He stole the time machine, didn't he? What a twist if he did. Oh no.
Front somehow as we came in.
If Jack the Ripper is going through time,
We know who he is. Which is a
we are
sight
all
we
in
did until
trouble.
tonight.
I knew it! This is like an awesome fanfic. It will be empty. It'll come back and it will be empty. And then he's going to have to go on an adventure to try and stop the Ripper. Can he tell where the last journey was? 1979? At least he's clever enough to take a coat with him and hopefully some extra gear. You'll need that brandy. Leave something for her to sell if you don't come back, though.
Something wrong, sir?
No. Would you mind awfully?
Excuse
Money may
me?
not answer, I'm afraid.
I mean, at least he's thinking this through. Maybe bring a greatcoat, too, and a hat. And more food. You don't have enough snacks. I mean, the housekeeper is my favorite character in the time machine. So I'm glad that they kept her. Not the glasses! Over there. 1941?
Come away. He probably works here.
Oh, he showed up in an H.G. Wells exhibit. That's hilarious. How weird would it be to find yourself in a museum in the future about you? I would be like,
Now, come on, get behind those ropes. That's what they're there for.
just say you're a historical interpreter at the museum. That must be so weird, seeing yourself in the future like that. His poor glasses. Nice. His first airplane. Get your notebook. You forgot your notebook.
I beg your pardon. Could you please tell me what city this?
In their defense, it would be weird to have someone come up and ask you that. San Francisco, nice.
$25?
Really?
He's probably like, that's a lot of money.
Money makes the world go round,
Has there been another gentleman here recently? Another Englishman dressed like me with currency like mine?
Not that I can recall.
He could have gone to a different bank, though. I mean, there's banks all over.
Pomfrets. Fries are pomfrets.
I know this is all fascinating, Wells, but you need to stay on task.
How much are they worth? Oh, today's market, 6,000 easy.
Oh my.
May I see some ID?
Uh-oh.
You know, driver's license, credit card, something like that?
That's a good point. If you go to the future, even if you have stuff to trade, they will want ID. Whereas if you go to the past and you have stuff to trade, they'll be like, okay. I like that they're showing the more normal side of San Francisco. Usually they show all the glamorous stuff in movies. He's like, I'm home.
His name was John Leslie Stevenson.
That's him, all right. As a matter of fact, he asked me to recommend a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you don't know anyone, perhaps you'll let me show you around. We San Franciscans are pretty
please.
proud of this old town.
Wells.
He's smooth. Don't take a taxi, they're too expensive.
To the Hyatt.
How does he know which Hyatt it is? Yep, that's a San Francisco driver, all right. You have to be super aggressive, otherwise you'll just get stuck. My sister taught me how to do it. She said there is one rule in the city. They don't want to hit you either. You remember that rule, you're fine. He's like, now this is the utopia I was looking for.
Who is it? Your breakfast, sir.
We must add detective to your list of accomplishments. Your regular Sherlock Holmes.
We did get a reference.
I'm obliged to take you back to face the consequences of your acts.
Sit down. Come on, I won't bite you. Sit.
No. I'm gonna stand over here, thank you.
We've just received word that Mayor Griffin Margolin of Columbus, Ohio, was shot.
The world has caught up with me and surpassed me. 90 years ago, I was a freak. Today, I'm an amateur.
Oh my.
Otherwise, I'd be obliged to search for you.
The key.
Well, are you going to give it to me? I'm talking about the key.
Maid?
They are really taking advantage of the location. I like it. This music sounds like Knights of the Round Table. It's the same composer. Miklos Rosa has a very distinct style of soundtrack. And I just Googled it, and he did do Time After Time. This particular chase sequence especially just really sounded like Knights of the Round Table. Dun 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 dun. This is so Miklos. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Classic. Love it. Right here. This is from Knights of the Round Table. He repurposed it for this film. Okay, so that was 1953. This is 1979. So it was 20 years later, and I bet he figured that the audiences would not remember his soundtrack from that long ago. But we did. We did, Miklos.
But an accident victim answering your description died 20 minutes ago. We had him listed as John Doe, number 16.
Died?
There he goes again, taking the most expensive transit. HG, really?
Oh, well,
Just let me get my things.
You better wait right there. She's gorgeous. There are some amazing rooftop or really high restaurants in the city. I've gone to a few of them back when I was a travel writer. Absolutely spectacular scenery of the bay.
Far superior to that Scottish place where I breakfasted.
Scottish.
MacDougall's.
The Scottish.
What about your friend?
The Scottish place.
Do you often invite...
Do I often invite strange men to lunch? No, I do not. But it's not often that a strange man turns me on. Or a strange woman.
Is she bi?
I like my sex straight. It's just that I do go for months sometimes without meeting anybody who does it for me. You know what I mean? Have to like the guy, otherwise it's just no-go.
She's demisexual. Got it. I have some friends like that where they have to have an emotional attachment before they can be attracted to someone. It's a lot more common than most people think. And they always confuse the demis with us, which were more the grays of just rarely attracted to people, which is totally different. And the nuance is lost on most people. How he is teaching himself how to drive by watching her. Very clever. That or her shoe is just sexy.
You
Go and get
mentioned
Park,
your
maybe?
husband before the Second World War.
No, this is Muir Woods. Yeah. You can tell by the fence.
She wanted me to be routine.
Well, that is one thing you definitely are not.
Is he under the seat?
I hate all that violence. Did you ever see Red Shoes?
I've had some requests for Red Shoes, which I have seen. If you're interested in a commentary, let me know, because I haven't watched it in a few years. It'd be fun to go back and kind of revisit it. Let me know in the comments. This always reminded me of Naboo when I was a kid, after I saw The Phantom Menace. I'll sometimes go back here and picnic and pretend I'm in Star Wars.
You should see this place when they turn the lights on at night.
Visit Marvel.
I'm guessing she lives near the Presidio. Oh no! No, honey! Oh. Don't touch anything, okay? Don't put that in the microwave. That's so cute and awkward. It's like, now I can't see you. Although, do glasses get in the way when you kiss?
Are you quite certain I'm not forcing you to do anything that you'll regret?
Forcing me.
That is so cute. He's making sure he has consent.
Come here, let me show you. Come here, the biggest, the best here. Hey.
You hear that music cue? Da dun dun dun. I can't believe how closely this soundtrack is resembling Knights of the Round Table. I know you're probably tired of me saying that.
Identified as Cindy Chow, a prostitute, the brutally mutilated corpse was found by trash collectors in an alley behind the City Lights bookstore.
Not by City Lights. Please pick up the phone.
You're in the middle of a bank. He's mad, but he's not stupid.
Did they find room for you at the Hyatt Regency?
Yes, thanks to you.
Oh no. You tipped him off. You're in danger.
Just one other item. Tell him I want that key.
My name,
Sherlock Holmes.
My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh no.
Sherlock Holmes, I see.
No.
Come on.
I like how they're just going with it. They're like, Mr. Holmes. Yeah, sure.
Why is it your responsibility?
Oh, I know where they are. But is it within walking distance? Let's see. It's possible. There are a few shortcuts if she knew them. But that's quite a walk there. Because I think they're near the Golden Gate Yacht Club right now.
You don't believe me?
Please go away. I don't want to see you anymore.
Really?
Please, Amy, listen to me.
I guess she's no Jamie.
I believe you, Sassenach.
Just go back to whatever hole you crawled out of.
Wow.
Go back to your machine.
Time travelers sneaking into museums is just such a wonderful cliche.
You still maintain this is all poppycock?
The paper's going to be the 9th or the 10th. Oh no.
You mean give him the key?
No, I mean come back with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although she wouldn't have her career anymore.
I'm a 20th century woman. I have a career and a mind of my own.
There's a little brandy in the flask if you need it.
That's all right. I have some Valium.
I like how I had no idea what would be in the flask, but I correctly guessed brandy. Don't take too many sedatives because then you will be there at 7 p.m. and you'll fall asleep. And he'll find you. Interesting, see how they have her with a Gibson Girl hairdo now? Since she started seeing him?
Oh, well, looky here. Listen to me, Constable.
If he had just stuck to his ideals and not gone for the gun, he'd be fine. Oh, and it wasn't slammed shut. Set an alarm or something. I guess she was very upset. Get your shoes on and get in the car. You don't have time for this. Get in the car. Kick it shut.
You're free to go.
But we have time travel. We can get her back. You can go back in time.
The newspaper was wrong.
Amy?
Not so fast.
He's been watching how she drives. You can do this. They're going to the museum, I assume. It's great. You can tell that they really shot this in San Francisco. Or a city that looks identical. Oh my, Herbert!
Frankly, I don't find her especially attractive, do you?
I do.
Well, shall I cut her throat right now, then?
No. Please. Every age is the same. It's only love that makes any of them bearable.
Oh.
Just don't expect miracles. I'm changing my name to Susan B. Anthony.
That was such a fun history, fiction, fanfic fusion, whatever you want to call it. It helped that I couldn't remember the name of H.G. Wells' wife, otherwise it would have been instant to figure it out. So I could just enjoy the two of them naturally coming together. Great casting in all the roles, especially for Horatio Hornblower fans. You know who I mean. I think my favorite part was just getting to see the city in all those different scenes. I don't know about you, but I love watching movies set in the area I live in because it's like, oh yeah, I've been on that street and that street. I've been in that building. I've sat where they're sitting right now. And they chose some unusual locations that a lot of movies don't seem to choose. Other than the waterfront, everybody goes for that strip of waterfront. I thought HG and Amy were just adorable together. I like that they had them both be very nervous. Like he's from a different century. And the two of them coming together in this just beautiful romance, juxtaposed with Jack the Ripper just tearing through town, not understanding love at all, made those two parallel storylines pretty interesting because it shows the difference between a gentleman and just people in general versus just the realist who's like, the world is violent, I might as well be violent along with it. I get off on it, it's fine. And that scene where he's like, I belong in this century. If anything, I'm an amateur in violence here. That's harshly true. I kind of want a follow-up movie or TV show of Amy in the 1890s dealing with that as a modern woman because that could be pretty challenging, even if her husband is super supportive. So I'd watch that TV show. I wish it was a little bit more steampunky. That's just my personal preference. I want more dials and clocks on things. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 though. This was great.